Welcome everyone to part 2 of our discussion on carry-on luggage. Welcome back everyone. In this part of the video, we're going to take a look inside my carry-on bag and see what I actually take aboard a plane. Now I do want to emphasize that this is just one trip. Although this is pretty typical, this is not necessarily everything that I pack every time. Sometimes it varies depending on where I'm going, how long I'm going to be gone, how much room I have in my bag. I might make a lot of different choices, but this will give you an idea of what I carry on board. Now I don't recall, because I don't remember when I made this video, if I had wet wipes in there or not, but that's typically something I do like to carry aboard. I like to have wet wipes so I can wipe down my seat, my armrest, the table in front of me. It's amazing how people will spread things out on that table, and when you see the things that go on those airplane tables, you know, the ones that pull down from the seat in front of you, it's absolutely amazing to look how freely people use that and touch it and put things in their mouths. So anyway, I do like to wipe those down. And sometimes I bring snacks aboard, which I don't think you're going to see in this video. But everything else is pretty representative of what I bring aboard. So take a peek in my bag. Most of it is laid out right here. This is the contents of my carry-on. Now the first thing you see that might seem a little unusual is my spoon. I like to carry a spoon with me because sometimes when I get to my hotel, they only have plastic silverware, and I like to have a spoon with me. Kind of weird, but I like to have that on my travels. These are driving glasses. I don't really need eyeglasses for everyday use, but at night with the glare of the road, I do like to have that for driving. When I'm tired, my eyes get fatigued. These are sunglasses. It's a nice, sturdy sunglass case, and it keeps them nice and safe, and they won't get broken. This is my camera case. I don't want my camera to be on my checked baggage. So in there I have my camera, my batteries, my SD cards, and I even have a few battery charging sticks for my cell phone. Now what you see here I don't always carry, but I will have this if I'm doing international travel. And what is in there is my passport, my Nexus card, here is an emergency credit card, and then I have just a little spare cash for emergency situations. This is my iPad. I like to have my iPad on the plane because that's where I have movies and entertainment and things that I just like to have on the plane. I have a couple of sets of earphones. I do have some wireless earphones. I just like to have these because they're pretty much foolproof and they work real well. My cell phone. This is a charging stick or a charging device. It's a really good one. It has 2 USB ports. It can charge my cell phone probably 4 or 5 times over, and it can also charge my iPad. So I really like this. This is just a 10-foot long charging cord. And in here I have a charging cube and another charging cord, a 3-foot one. And that's for use in hotels so I can plug in my phones, my iPads, and other devices. This is a wallet that protects against people picking up your information. In here I have things like credit cards, my driver's license, a little extra cash, and I keep that in my carry-on. Any prescription medicine you may have, you should put in your carry-on. I do like to have some breath mints just to make me feel a little fresher during a trip. And in the event that I should be stranded, I like to have a toothbrush and toothpaste, and it's nice just to freshen up over those long layovers. These are just some various personal items, things like some dental picks there. I have some lip balm, and there are some facial tissues, Kleenex in there, and a few other things. These are reading glasses. There is a packet of business cards. and pens. Pens are really important, especially if you're doing international travel, because you will have to fill out a declaration page on the plane, and people are always scrambling for pens when they have to fill out that declaration card. Then I have my laptop and my laptop charging cord. Ideally, you wouldn't have to carry the charging cord. This one can get a little heavy because it has that extra component to it. I'd like to have it with me in case I want to work when I'm in the airport, and the battery might only last an hour or so. So if possible, I like to plug it in. One thing you're not seeing there is a change of clothes. If I have a tight turnaround, a short layover, and I am at risk to maybe missing that connection, I like to have at least a shirt, a change of underwear, and socks. That way if I stay at a hotel, or even if I just have to spend the night at the airport, I can freshen up a little bit. Anything else I don't worry about, deodorant, that type of thing. Usually hotels will provide that complimentary, or you can get it in the sundry shop at the airport. So how do I pack all of this? Well, let's take a look. In the main compartment, I have foam rubber on the bottom. I don't put my computer in a computer case. I just put it in this bag, and this is the compartment I put it in. Now, to make sure it's secure, I pad it with some of the other items. My driving glasses, my sunglasses, my camera case, and the power cord for the computer all go into this section. Kind of tough to see in there, but the computer is here, and you can see all of these other pieces then provide support for that computer. And of course, it all depends on the layout of your bag, but in here is where I keep all of the smaller loose items. Now, in this zipper pouch is where I always put my car keys, so they're always in the same place, and when I get to the airport parking lot, I have my car key, and then I have my parking ticket. And that all goes in there. So when I get home, I don't have to search for it. I always know where that is. I usually put a couple of wet wipes. Also, when I get my baggage claim tickets, those always go in these smaller pockets. So I know exactly where they are when I get to the airport and have to get my bags. If my bag is ever lost, I have that baggage claim ticket and I know where it is. My iPad goes right in the zipper portion here. And in here is where I will put my reading glasses, because sometimes I want that accessible on the plane. It goes right in there. And then you can see that I have an area here for pens. And unless it's in my pocket, this is where I also put my telephone. Now somewhere in here, and usually I just randomly put them in here. I have my headphones. I might put them in these little pockets on the side here, or I might just lay it in the bottom. They're relatively easy to find. My battery charger also goes in there. And then any additional sundry items that I just want to have access to on the plane, I usually try to keep in this outside pocket. And that leaves these other two areas for everything else. All my flat items, like my passport case, my wallet, my personal hygiene items. Usually I have these in a plastic bag. I took them out to show you, so they would be in a plastic bag as well. My mints, my spoon, my charging cable, medication, and my business cards. I hope that this proved useful to you. Please share with me down below, what do you pack in your carry-on luggage? I'd love to hear about it, and I'm sure others would as well. As always, I encourage you to comment, like, and share the videos, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm Mark from The Average Me Channel.